So it's minus 25 degrees Celsius out this morning, which I thought would make a good cold start video opportunity. So I'll show you the footage of what happened with my BMW this morning. And now we're going to go and attempt to start up the 78 K5. Will it start? Who knows? We're going to call this video New versus Old. Let's see what happens. So it is actually minus 24 out this morning. Well, right now it is. It's probably colder overnight. House has some frozen pipes. Try to go to work and the E36 BMW don't want to start. She's froze up, no crank. So, got the booster pack on, and right off the bat it was at 100 and now it's gone down to 80. So that means the battery's taking something. Let's see if this baby will crank up. She did not want to turn this morning. It's about 8 a.m. now. So, oh, and even the ignition was pretty tight. There we go. Okay, that's a little more lively. Oh, she's cranking and she's firing. But she still don't want to run. Let's give her another shot. Give her some gas. No. Come on. There we go. I had to pump it. That's funny. Give it a little bit of gas too. Keep the revs up a bit. Holy smokes, well there's a Canadian cold start for you. And that's minus 25 Celsius, so it's really not that cold, but, well, it's cold, but it's minus 25 Fahrenheit, it'd be a lot colder. So, there you go. I'll have to let this thing warm up a bit, and actually, I'll let it warm up a couple minutes. I'll take that booster pack off and then see if it'll fire up on its own again. And then maybe I'll let the booster pack charge up a bit too in the house where it's warm. Oh, I should take it off. It's gonna roast my alternator. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, that's saying 100. Let's see if I disconnect it. Oh yeah, maybe the alternator charges it up. Well, that'd be nice. Oh, it is cold. Okay, I'm turning the camera off. Okay, so now that you know what happened with the BMW, let's see what will happen with this one. Oh. Now, whoops, just go ahead and ruin the whole video. Oh, and my gloves are falling. Okay, normally this thing doesn't like too much pumpage. So we're going to give it one pump. And crank her up. Oh. Might have flooded it. There we go. Oh. Spoke too soon. So I think I flooded it a little bit. Now it doesn't want to stay on fast idle. But she's running, so I think that's a win for the K5. No, I just wore down my battery too. I'll let it run a bit. Wish it would stay on fast idle. I'm surprised it came off. Heck, maybe the choke's frozen. For minus 25, it's not too bad though. It's actually pretty sweet. Oh, just loading up. Oh, well, I think we'll leave it at that, since I'm not taking this one anywhere. Oh, geez, freezing again. Anyways, there you go, guys. 2 cold starts on the coldest morning we've had so far. So it's a few days later. It's warmed up a fair bit. It's just hovering around freezing now. I think I'll brush the snow off the hood of this thing, take a look at the choke, and we'll try it again. So my initial findings, I see a bit of antifreeze leaking, most likely from that thermostat housing. And I did just change the thermostat recently. So I popped this off, and it was under pressure, and antifreeze shot out already. Oh, they're such a pain to get off. And it's topped right up. That's odd. If it was leaking at all, I would expect it to be a little bit lower than that. And there you can see my homemade heat stove on the manifold, piece of tin. I got some wire around it, and I even have some metal zip ties. I plan to cut the metal, the wire off later, but I just did it like that in a hurry while it was cold. And this thing going up to the air cleaner, and this thing's hooked up. And I'm just wondering right now if one of these vacuum lines under here is binding up on the choke, on the fast idle stuff, because they run right in that area, like that one there that's moving. It's right on top, but it's not over the, like the fast idle cam or anything like that, so shouldn't be causing an issue. When we fired it up the other day, it didn't really want to go on the fast idle, even though well, it was pretty cold out, and it seemed like it flooded a bit too. So right now, if we blip the throttle, okay, we get a good squirt of gas, and choke is pretty firmly closed. So I think we'll try and start it like that and see what happens. And well, maybe I'll give those bolts a snugging up first. Okay, so everything seems all right with the choke. I tightened up that water outlet. I added some like ethanol fuel stabilizer stuff into the tank because well, discussing with a few people, and with the problems I've been having, it might actually be related to the amount of ethanol in our fuel. So figured I'd give that stuff a shot. Maybe next time I fill up, I'll start filling up with premium. So we'll see if that makes a difference. So the choke is set, and I'm just going to turn the key now. Okay, that started pretty good. Oh, that's not good. The wiper just came off. Don't want to scratch the windshield. Okay, well, those wipers are due to be changed anyway. That started up pretty good, idling just over 1,000. The other day in the freezing cold, it was idling like it was on low idle, and then it would stall out a fair bit. Well, that seems good. Let's go take a look at it. The choke popped open a little bit, which is about right. So if I flip the throttle, I don't think it'll come down on low idle yet. Oh, it did actually. A little bit. Kind of want it to stay on high idle for a little longer. Well, that's not bad. So it's I think a little low for where I want it while it's still on the fast idle cam. Well, it's on one of the lower steps, but should be bumped up a bit, I think. So, if I can see where that adjustment is, I'm going to bump it up a hair. That's not bad. That's a bit better. And then the fast idle itself will be a little bit faster, which it probably should have been. There, that smoothed out a fair bit. And I should have no problem warming up on that step of the fast idle cam now. So that's pretty good. The choke opened up, you know, just a little bit once it was started. You know, it's around freezing today, so that's a pretty good baseline to check the performance of your choke, I guess. And then on those minus 25 days, I mean, what do you expect, really? It's not perfect, you know. It doesn't get that cold too often, so I think I'm gonna leave this one alone and just leave it at that. It seems to be running okay. Well, there you go, guys. As always, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, well, I'll see you then.